Sachidanandalupam Rasakundalam Vakule Vratamanam Yashodabiyolukhaladavamanam Paramishamadhyanta
Om Agyantimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 verse number 2. Shri Bhagwan Uvacha Kutah tva kashmalam idam Vishame samupasthitam Anarya Jushtam Aswargyam Akirti Karam Arjuna. Shri Bhagwan said, O Arjun, what is the cause of your delusion at this crucial hour? This is not at all proper for an Aryan. It will neither enhance your reputation nor lead you to the heavenly planets. So now that Arjun has decided not to fight due to being overcome with grief and lamentation, now the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna speaks to him. This is the first verse in Bhagavad Gita that Krishna is speaking to Arjun. Here, Krishna is referred as Shri Bhagwan or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When Arjun was addressed, he was called Arjun Uvacha. Arjun said. For Dhritarashtra, it was just said Dhritarashtra Uvacha. For Sanjay, when he is speaking, it said Sanjay Uvach. But when Krishna is speaking, it does not say Krishna Uvacha. It is saying Shri Bhagwan Uvacha. So that means Krishna's position is different from everyone else. He is not like other ordinary living entities. What does Bhagwan mean? Just like the word Dhanvan means one who possesses all the wealth, Gyanvan means one who possesses a lot of knowledge. Similarly, Bhagwan means that one who possesses Bhag means inconceivable qualities. In Vishnu Puran, Parashar Muni states, Aishwarasya samagrasya virayasya yashasah shriyah gyan vairagyaho cha eva sannam bhag itingana. Bhagwan, the Supreme Lord, is defined as He who is inseparably replete with the 6 inconceivable qualities of wealth, power, fame, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation. These 6 qualities are seen in many people. Many people are very wealthy, some people are very powerful, there are people who are very famous, there are people who are very good looking, very beautiful, then there are intellectuals or scientists who are very knowledgeable, and then we see saintly people who are very renounced. But in all of them, we see these qualities in only certain proportion. So for example, someone who is wealthy, we cannot say that he is the wealthiest. For many years, Bill Gates was the wealthiest person in the world, and now Amazon's owner, Jeff Bezos, he has become the wealthiest person. In the future, someone else may become very wealthy. Similarly, someone may be very famous today and may be known all over the world, but his fame may decline, and in a few years someone else may become the most famous person, the one who is at the top of the most influential people. But when it comes to the Supreme Lord, He is the person who possesses all of these 6 qualities in completeness, meaning that there is no one else who is more wealthy, more powerful, more famous, more beautiful, or more knowledgeable than him. And despite having all of these 5 qualities in infinite amount, he is still the most renounced. And this is what makes him the supreme. In this world, if someone is very wealthy or very powerful, he will not have a mood of renunciation. But Krishna, despite being the most wealthy and powerful, is completely renounced from all of this. All scriptures conclusively state that Krishna is the supreme. In Srimad Bhagavatam also it is stated, Ete cha ansh kalaha punsa Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. After describing many incarnations of the Lord, Shri Vyasadeva Ji says that all these incarnations that have been described are either plenary expansions or parts of the plenary expansions of the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, who is Bhagwan himself, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. And later on in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna himself will declare that he is the origin of everything, he is the Supreme. So here the personality who is speaking now is not any ordinary person, but the Supreme Lord himself. And it is important, just like the narrator of Bhagavad Gita is accepting Krishna as Sri Bhagwan, as a Supreme Lord, similarly we should accept Krishna as the Supreme Lord. Only then we will be able to understand and realize the true import of the instructions of the Lord. Now as Krishna starts speaking to Arjun, he is being very direct to him. He chastises Arjun that, "Oh my dear friend, what is the cause of your lamentation and confusion at this critical hour? You are a Kshatriya, a world-renowned warrior, and someone like you should know what your duty is, especially when you are standing in the battlefield and facing your enemy." He did not support the idea or submission of Arjun that he does not want to fight. Right in his opening statement, Krishna is telling Arjun that this behavior of his is not becoming of that of someone who belongs to a very high class of people. And he refers to them as Aryan. Arjun was also called Aryaputras, and all the kings and people from the Aryan dynasty were expected to be completely knowledgeable of the Vedic injunctions. Srila Swami Prabhupada Ji says that the word Aryan is applicable to persons who know the value of life and have a civilization based on spiritual realization. So Aryans were the residents of India. It's a misconception that the historians have perpetrated that the Aryans came from outside of India and settled in India. But according to our scriptures, all the saintly kings and the entire civilization of India, which at that time spanned a much larger area of the earth than what we see today, was the Aryan civilization, as they followed the Vedic injunctions and knew that the purpose of life was spiritual realization. So Krishna is telling Arjun that this is not proper behavior, and he gives 2 reasons. He says that this will be detrimental to your reputation of being an Aryan, being a Kshatriya, being a Pandu, and being a great warrior. Your reputation that is impeccable, and people sing of the glories of your valor and strength. What will they talk about you when they come to know when the news spreads that you ran away from the battle. And as he will say later on also to Arjun, that for someone who is a reputable person, dishonor is worse than death. And then he also says that the ultimate result of this will also not be good, because this will not lead to heavenly planets. Again, Krishna will state later on in this chapter that a warrior who gives up his life in the battle, fulfilling his responsibilities according to the Varnashram Dharma, becomes eligible to go to the heavenly planets. We all experience weakness of heart or crumbling of our determination to do something at times in our life. Because of lack of self-confidence caused by weakness of heart, we are not able to muster the strength to do something which internally we know is the right thing to do. That is the time we need someone like Krishna to come and wake us up. Just like Krishna is here giving instructions to Arjun, similarly a teacher, a guru, a knowledgeable person can help us in those situations of our life when we feel weak and confused about what is the right path to follow. In such situations, we should not give up. We should not become deluded. Rather, we should make a sincere effort to seek someone who can help us. And if we are sincere, if we pray sincerely, the Lord will certainly arrange for someone to assist us and pull us out of this ocean of lamentation and grief. Now, as we discussed before, Dhritarashtra seemed happy when he came to know that Arjun was not going to fight. Srila Gurudev explains in his commentary that Dhritarashtra was pleased to know that even before the battle began, religious sentiments had suddenly awakened within Arjun's heart. Arjun was expressing aversion to facing the battle by adhering to the principle of non-violence. He considered it to be the supreme form of religion, which is ahimsa parama dharma. Dhritarashtra deliberated as follows: "It would be greatly fortuitous for us if this battle does not take place, because my sons would then be permanent sovereigns of the kingdom without any obstacle." However, he still inquired as to what happened next. Now, Sanjay was very brilliant. Sanjay, who was endowed with fine intelligence, could understand Dhritarashtra's inner motive. Thus, he very expertly detected the inference of the blind king and crushed his hopes. He said, "Even after seeing Arjun in such a condition, Bhagwan Shri Krishna has not neglected him. Rather, he will instill into the heart of Arjun that same natural propensity to subdue the miscreants with which he subdued the miscreant Madhu and other demons. And through Arjun, he will arrange the death of all your sons. Therefore, do not harbor any hope of attaining the kingdom without a battle." So Sanjay quashed any hope that Dhritarashtra had that this battle will not take place and that his sons will become the unopposed heirs to the kingdom of Hastinapur. So Krishna, from this starting statement, is trying to awaken Arjun from the slumber of his grief and lamentation. That is the responsibility of a teacher. A teacher or a guru sometimes has to use harsh words in order to make the student or the disciple understand. When a teacher is chastising, when a guru is chastising a disciple or a student, that does not mean that they're doing this out of anger or hatred for the disciple or the student. They are actually doing this out of great love and affection, because they very well know what is the right thing for the student, for the disciple, and they know how to use their words properly, even though they may appear chastisement, even though they may not appear very pleasing to the Lord, but they will help. Even though they may not appear very pleasing to the disciple, but they will ultimately help him. In Damodar Ashtakam, which we are singing every day during this month of Kartik, Satyavrat Muni is praying, Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukha Jalabdhi Magnam. That, O Lord, I am drowning in this ocean of grief and misery. Please take me out of this. So this is the month of Kartik. If we pray to the Lord every day, He will certainly bless us with this transcendental knowledge. So please continue chanting Hare Krishna, and every day in the evening light a diya, singing Damodar Ashtakam, offer it to Radha Damodar. We'll continue next time. Till that time, Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe. Have a very blessed day.